Hey folks, Mike and McGee here. Today is going to be an extremely exciting day for us because we are going to make Scrapple. Scrapple is the epitome of not wasting anything off of a hog. Let's get started. All right, now first of all, we're using Mangalitsa pig, which if you've watched my videos, you know what they are. I don't need to go into all that. The trick to really good Scrapple is the head, the ears, and just basically bone meat. All the bones that have meat on them, that's what you're going to use. The shank is a really good part to use because it just has a lot of tough meat that's going to be put through this and ground. You want skin in it. Skin will also really be good. Right here would be the lower jaw. This right here would be the upper jaw, where this is where I cut the ear out. It's really difficult to clean the ear without cutting it off and opening it up. We take out the brains, stuff like that. Not that you have to, but we do. Now we're going to put all this meat in this kettle with well water, and we're going to boil that thing down for about 3 hours, and then pick the meat off. Let's just go ahead and get started. I'm going to run this footage and you can see exactly how we do it, and I'm going to put in detail the recipe. I've got a spreadsheet that my neighbor sent to me that breaks it down to where if you have small batches, you can know exactly the ratio. So I'll put that up right now, and you can take a screenshot of that if you'd like, and it'll be yours. If you ever want to make Scrapple, that's a very easy way to do it. Whenever we made sausage with the hams of this thing, we cut the skin off. That skin is very good to have in here. That also helps give you your gelatin, which really makes Scrapple so good. All right, we've got it boiled down to the point we can get it off the bone easily. I've got my table, my bowls. I'm going to show you how we strain it, how we separate the bones and run it through the grinder, starting now. This we're going to measure out by the gallon. This meat is what is considered a liverwurst. It doesn't taste anything like liver, even though it's got a little bit of liver in it. Let's see how many gallons we get of that, and then we'll know how much other things we need to add. It's practically 4 gallons right there. 4 gallons. Okay. All right, what we're going to do now, we're going to put 1 gallon of broth back in to the liverwurst mix. And then we're going to get it cooking. for a 5-gallon batch, it calls for a 1.3 cups of salt. I'm just gonna do 1 cup for starters, and we will see how it tastes once we get pretty close to the end of this process. So I'm using pink Himalayan salt. It calls for canning salt or whatever, but I'm kind of a pink Himalayan salt guy. Well, my wife is, and I kind of like it myself, so we'll just do this. All right, we're gonna measure out our broth. We're supposed to have 10 gallons, and if we don't have 10 gallons of broth, we can add water to it. All right, here's 5 gallons of really rich broth. It's got a lot of grease on it, and a lot of skin collagen. To that, we're going to add 4 more gallons of water to make it 10 gallons of liquid, because we put a gallon in to begin with. We got a brand new stirrer from the hardware this morning. We're going to try it out. And once this gets to boiling now, we're going to start adding our flour and our buckwheat and all that. So I'm going to go and start getting that ready right now. Oh, got it. Hot. I'm gonna turn the fire down a little bit. You want to do this and let me do that? Here. All right, I sort of ran out of black pepper, and this thing, it definitely tastes like it needs more. I love using camp dog seasoning in everything I do anyway, so we're gonna make this Cajun right now on the spot. It's got a lot of black pepper in it already. It's got granulated garlic, red pepper, chili powder, garlic powder, a lot of that good stuff, no MSG. So we're gonna lay that to it. I'm gonna stir that in and see how it tastes. This is going to be, step back, buddy. This is going to be the Cajun Scrapple. Never heard of it before, but I'm going for it. I've got the fire turned off, So it's slowly cooling, but it's not cooling very fast. Need some more. All right, it's time to get it in the pans. This is starting to set up. Try this out while it's still hot. Hey, so good. Man. So many people on the first Scrapple video we put out could not picture how it would possibly taste. Some said it looked nasty, some said it looked good, which showed me it's all a matter of perspective. If you've ever had any, you probably realize it's pretty good. The quality of the Mangalitsa makes it something extra special. This product, Scrapple, was born out of necessity, but it still goes on because it is so good. When you say, what do you mean out of necessity? People didn't have enough to waste a single drop of any animal that was on the farm. And so that's what this is all about, is saving everything. I mean, the skin, the ears, everything, the nose. By the time you do this process, it is so amazing. This recipe actually depends on having some good skin and products like that in there. This is going to congeal. Now what you're going to see what this is like when it's set up. And we're going to slice some and fry it and show you how it really is done. Most people don't just sit around eating it like this. But it's fully cooked. It's fully ready to go. But it is unbelievable breakfast. I'll see you in the morning. All right, folks, it is the next morning. It is a beautiful, very cool morning, somewhere around the high 40s. And we've got this thing out. Now, when you shake these out of the pan, just take a knife, run around the outside. Especially with Mangalitsa, it's greasy enough that the outside is coated in that lard, basically. It'll shake right out. When you get done with that, you get your skillet hot. Now, see, we use a wood stove. I use a wood stove always, 365 days a year. All right, let's get this skillet over the heat. We're gonna start slicing this stuff. Take your knife, just start slicing it however you want. I like to slice mine about this thick right here. Boy, it smells good. Now, I've got 5 kids and a wife, so we eat pretty much a whole loaf this size for breakfast every morning, if we've got it. And of course now we do. Pretty excited about it. These Mangalitsa pigs really make good sausage and Scrapple. And we are extremely excited to try it with the Camp Dog seasoning in it. That is going to be very interesting. I'm sure that Camp Dog seasoning has never been in Scrapple before. And it's going to be a new one on me. Now let's get this in the skillet, fry it up, and see how it tastes. All right, folks, It's the moment of truth. I was told like 120 times, try it with maple syrup in the first video we did, so that is what I'm gonna do. This is the first time I've ever tried it with maple syrup. Matthew here, he's gonna try it plain. We're gonna try it right now. Let's see what it's like. It's crispy. Crispy on the outside, not so much in the middle. That is good. That is good with maple syrup. You got the saltiness and the sweetness. You've got the fat content. It's just like putting peanuts in a Coke. It's perfect. What do you think about it? The Cajun flavoring is not overpowering at all. Matter of fact, a lot of what's in the Cajun seasoning is the same thing we put in it anyway. Black pepper, all this good stuff. If you would like to have a chance at this Camp Dog seasoning, go down to the head of the comments and I'm going to put in there how you can get it for 15% off. Do it and you will not be sad. We love eating these things with scrambled eggs, and now obviously maple syrup. This stuff is high energy. We'll be able to get with it. We work a lot. That's all we've got for you today. We appreciate you so much. We'll see you on the next video. Is it good, Frank?
Good.
And you didn't think it'd be good?
No, it's good. Thank you.